Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Haven't did a video in a while on this camera. Um, I thought I'd bring an article to you. I find it really intriguing. In the 21st century, you don't hear people really talking about stuff like this, but every once in a while you do. But this is really article. Marilyn Markle says she's only started being treated like a black woman after dating Prince Harry as she releases Mariah Carey Archetypes podcast in the bed of fallout from the U.S. magazine interview. Some people probably you don't know who Marilyn Markle is. It's the young lady on the left hand side, and the lady on the right hand side is Mariah Carey. Of course, you know about that. But um, it's really interesting. Um, it's on this off this website called Dailymail, UK, the UK, I guess it's a UK paper. But man, she's been getting ripped over there in the UK, man. I tell you, for some reason they don't like this woman, you know. The UK, they don't like Marilyn Markle for some reason. But anyway, see how much time I got. Meghan Marilyn Meghan Markle, I'm sorry, said today that she was only treated like a black woman for the first time when she began dating Prince Harry, and that things really shifted from her when she entered the royal life. The Duchess of Sussex made a claim during her interview with Mariah Carey in the second episode of her Archetype Spotify podcast, part of Meghan Harry's 18 million deal with the streaming giant. The former Suit Star 41 is she is inspired by the singer when she was a child because Miss Carey 53 is mixed race. Mariah's father is African American and Venezuelan, and her mother is white Irish. The Duchess, whose estranged father Thomas, is white, and her mother Dora is black. And when Carrie first came on the music scene, she thought, "Oh my gosh, someone looks like me." She she's mixed like me, adding that she is a fangirl of the star. She added, "Because the light skin, you are not treated as a black woman. You're not treated as a white woman. You sort of fit in between. And if there is any time there is more focus on my race, it was when I would start dating my husband. Then I started understanding that it is being treated like a black woman because up until then I was treated as a mixed woman, and things really shifted." Miss Carey replied, "But that is an interesting thing, a mixed woman, because I was always thought it should be okay to say I'm mixed, so it should be okay to say that. But people want you to choose." Very true. the, the, the Duchess of Sussex called an episode called the superstar singer the support of archetypes. I'm sorry. Show after her friend Serena Williams last week. This week's called the Duel of Diva, where Meghan herself was branded as a diva by Miss Carey, and the Duchess admitted she went into quiet revolt. Meghan said at the end of the episode, "It stopped me in my tracks. I started to sweat a little bit. I started to squirm in my chair. This quiet revolt. Why would you say that?" My mind chemically was spinning with nonsense. She must have read a click on the make it make her say that. Before adding, she meant diva as a compliment, but I heard it as a dig. I heard it as the word of diva. as I think of it. But it is the moment when she explained to me she meant as a chick, as an aspiration, and how one charged word, one meaning different than each of us. It's mind blowing to me. Buckingham Palace braced for more bombshells hurled by Miss Markle after yesterday's interview, with the cut threatened to deepen Meghan and Harry's rift with the Windsors. The second episode. So this is this. At one stage, Carrie declares that Meghan has a diva moment sometimes. Meghan says it really is important for people to remember that there's three, that there might be this persona, this diva thing can play into and not something I connect to, but for you, it's a huge part. Carrie replied, you give us the diva moments and sometimes Meghan don't even act like. Meghan responded with, what kind of diva moments did I give you? Carrie added, laughing, don't act like you. It's also the visual. Oh, it's a look. And it's a voiceover. Meghan has started to sweat when Carrie called her a diva. It's offered justification for Carrie's remarks. Wow. That was my fangirling temper today. But it's kind of a long interview. But yeah, it's funny that she mentions that she mentions about her husband when they were dating, what she went through, because you have people, you have black women in America and elsewhere think that is glamorous, but sometimes all what glamorous ain't with gold, because when you get to the most powerful family in the world, color does matter. Apparently, color does matter. Even if you, and but I admired that he stood up and walked away, because he must really loved it. He really loved this woman. They did everything, probably try to break this couple up, try to break up their little family. I mean, it was one interview, they said that the grandmother wanted to know how black is the baby, and you could see the baby is fairly light complected, and they fairly much favor their father, you know. But just because they got one black blood, Negroid blood, they didn't. The Queen of Sussex family didn't like that, and they still haven't. And make it so bad when they went to go take a picture. Meghan and her husband wasn't even part of it, but Harry and his wife was part. When they took when the Queen's sitting around her grandchildren, you didn't see none of her children there. I mean, they show you the pictures of them together and stuff like that, but this is their grandmother. They didn't have their children picture with their grandma, but she has two children that's biracial that have black in them. But they don't accept that, man. You know what I'm saying? It's funny, man. That there are people like that out there that are probably that their son or daughter are married to another ethnic group or family, and they have not accepted the fact, and they will not accept the fact that that they they son or daughter, is married a black person. And this is really, really interesting. And it goes, apparently, some people in this world, no matter how much power and spotlight you have, people see color. They see color. It's okay to see it on TV. Just don't bring it in the neighborhood. Don't bring it in the family. It's hard to like people. It's hard to shake their hand and be friends with them and be Simon Said with them. But hey, don't bring that stuff in the family. Clearly, that's how the Windsors, the, the family at Windsor feel, and even though they really make it as a romantic story on TV of their story, but man, she's give I believe her that they treat her like a black woman, and even though she has even though she probably made her features look more like a white female, and I mean technically she is, they still is their her mom's black. I mean just so it don't matter how, and you got some people like that. No matter how black you are, even if you marry somebody white and don't like your white side, you can scrub and bleach your skin. You still gonna be black. You still gonna be considered black. And you got some black people that they can't accept that. But let me see. But this is the archive. I don't know if I can play that or not. Oh well. I don't know if I can play it or not. But this what the archive page look like. But this is, you can go to the page. Just some of these are 46 minutes, 57 minutes long with the interview with Mariah Carey. But yeah, it's um it's something that's at the top that Mariah tells about her experience. And about get me wrong, you love who you love, and you should love who you love. But some people, when it comes to family members, they don't. They want everybody that looks like them and relate to them. And even though Megan's father is white and her mother is black, it's just her mother's black. And no matter if their dad is white, and he could probably have a background that's connected to, I think it's Irish and English, whatever, but they're always going to see you as a black woman, no matter how light you are. And that's something that's been subconsciously in the conscious mind of America as well as other Western nations.